is up, gorgeous human beings? Thank you so much for being here. My name is Sunflower Geek, and I'm going to react to something new today. It's a new channel that I've not reacted to, Screen Rant, and this one specifically is about Bob's Burgers, my absolute most 100% absolute biggest fucking favorite show in the whole world, okay? Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I've watched Bob's Burgers to go to sleep every single night for the past probably 5 years at least. All right, every night, almost every single night, okay? I love Bob's Burgers. So, we are watching 25... So, we are watching 25 twisted facts about Bob's Burgers that will surprise longtime fans from Screen Rant, and I'm about to just... My mind's gonna be blown from this. I already know. I'm so excited, okay? Oh my goodness gracious. If you enjoy the video, please go ahead and boop that like and subscribe button right on the nose. It would help me out so very much. And also, let me know down in the comments if you want me to react to some more Screen Rant videos. I actually really like Screen Rant. I think it's a great channel, great content, and great ways to just blow your mind, okay? So if that's something you guys are interested in, I would love to react to some more of that stuff. So let me know down in the comments. All right, I can't wait any longer. Let's get into it. Oh, my Linda, I'm so excited. Okay, let's go.
His name is Bob Burger.
It's not.
It is.
It isn't, no.
You love Bob's Burgers. So we got some of the most twisted, crazy, and true facts about the first family burgerdom. The Belcher's Burgers have been in our hearts and our stomachs since 2011. And in that time, not only has Fox aired some classic episodes, but some pretty great characters and catchphrases have entered the pop culture lexicon as well. Join Screen Rant as we give you the details of the behind-the-scenes work that went into bringing Bob, Linda, Tina, Louise, Jean, and the rest to your TV screen. 1. To start with, Bob's Burgers episodes move at a lightning-quick pace. But that doesn't necessarily match how fast production moves on a given episode. The team likes to take their time when producing new episodes of the series, and why wouldn't they, since these shows are presented on a major network and live forever in reruns. That said, you might be surprised to learn that some episodes within this series have taken an entire year to produce. From inception to the idea to recording with the voice cast to editing to releasing to the masses. Obviously, they're producing multiple episodes at a time in various stages of production so they can stay on schedule. But a year's pretty crazy, right? 2. We all love Tina, and part of it has to do with her perfect persona and the perfect voice to match it. Tina's voiced by actor Dan Mintz, and although a man brings her to life, it never takes us out of the scenes we're watching. But did you know that Tina was almost a male character? In fact, she wasn't even in the pilot. There, instead, was a character named Dan, who was the Belcher's oldest son. We're sure the writers would have found a way to make this work, but there's
Okay, I'm so glad they, first of all, didn't go with this art style, and second of all, didn't go with, what was the name? Dan? What did they say the name was? Is it Dan because of the dude? Okay, wait.
We're watching. But did you know that Tina was almost a male character? In fact, she wasn't even in the pilot. There, instead, was a character named Dan, who was the Belcher's oldest son. We're sure the writers would have found a way to make this work, but there's too much to love about Tina to imagine a show without her. Thankfully, the creative team realized this, dropped Dan, and further developed the show with Tina in mind. 3. If you're a more casual watcher of Bob's Burgers, you may not be aware that there are comic books based on the show. Normally, a franchise will hire outside writers and illustrators to best match the spirit of the show. But with the Bob's Burgers comics, they don't have to work as hard at matching the spirit because the comic creative team is already the writers and animators for the show. Talk about dedication to the Bob's Burgers brand. To ensure that the comics match the quality and tone of the show itself, the writing staff puts in double duty, with some having worked on both the animated series and books, which is rare and respectable where cartoons are concerned. 4. Bob's Burgers is a real family affair. Sure, the show focuses on Bob's family, but also the casting reflects this by having familial relations play certain parts. Ollie and Andy Pesto, for instance, are played by two real-life siblings, famous comedian Sarah Silverman and her sister Laura Silverman. Sarah is a household name, having had numerous specials and shows on her resume since she first appeared on SNL in the early 90s. Her sister Laura is an actress in her own right, having voiced Ethel Rainicorn for Adventure Time, appeared on her sister's show The Sarah Silverman Program. She's also voiced characters on Family Guy and Dr. Katz, professional.
Yo! go. This is fantastic, okay? This is awesome. Okay. I didn't know Sarah Silverman and her sister freaking voiced Andy and Ollie. That's incredible. That's incredible. Okay, and I have a Bob's Burgers comic, okay? Wait, I have a Bob's Burgers comic. Wait, I think I know where it's at. I want to grab it, and I want to show everybody, so hold on. Found it. See? I got this one. It's issue number 4. Issue number 4. Okay. All right. Wait. Oh, please. Linda. Okay. It's still beautiful. All right. Oh God, it's just so great. I need to actually read it again. Tina's erotic friend fiction presents Tina Blanca. That's what the story is. Tina Blanca, a story from her friend fiction, or her, erotic friend fiction. Okay, anyways, let me put this back. It's gotta be safe. Okay, let's go.
Professional therapist. She's also voiced characters on Family Guy and Dr. Katz. Professional therapist.
I don't know what that is.
If you live on the West Coast and you're looking to make a pilgrimage, there happens to be a real-life, honest-to-goodness Bob's Burgers restaurant in Westminster, California. Yes, the place is real, and they serve genuine burgers, even though they've been open for nearly 20 years and have no affiliation with the actual show.
Oh my
gosh! So they might not
gosh.
match the menu of the cartoon restaurant, but hey, it's worth the trip just for saying you visited an actual Bob's Burgers. Their current Yelp rating is listed at 3.5 stars, but you can't always trust some of the more irate reviewers, so stop on by yourself and let us know what you think in the comment section below. 6. The opening credits change every time, so keep an eye out. The businesses and the buildings on either side of Bob's Burgers are changing each week, which doesn't say much for the local economy.
Weed is murder.
But it does mean that we're treated to some fun puns with every new episode. Some past business names have been I'd Hit That, Boxing Gym, Resisting Arrest, Sleep Therapy, and A Ton in the Oven, Big and Tall Baby Clothes.
Oh my God, I haven't seen any of
The Exterminator that pulls
those.
out front has also changed every episode after season 1. This type of tradition is a fun way to follow in the footsteps of The Simpsons, as fans have always been watching the credits closely to see what Bart is writing on that chalkboard in the classroom or what couch gag is going to happen this week. 7. Sweeney Todd may have been the demon barber of Fleet Street, serving up his patrons and meat pies. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that decades-old musical. But you might be thinking, what does Sweeney Todd have to do with Bob's Burgers?
Yes.
Well, like Sweeney Todd, the Belchers were originally intended to have cannibalistic tendencies. Yeah, one of our favorite TV families almost ate people. But before you go around screaming, Bob's Burgers is people! The concept was dropped before the first show was aired. In the pilot, however, Louise did spread the rumor that the burgers had human in them. So maybe you can bust out your guitar and start singing about Sweeney Bob, the demon burger of Fleet Street.
Sweeney Bob.
8. Perhaps you've listened to the voice cast of Bob's Burgers and recognized a voice or two in other shows, particularly that of lead voice actor H. John Benjamin. The actor not only voices the title character of Bob's Burgers, he also provides the voice for the title character of Archer. If you're a fan of both shows, and why shouldn't you be, there has in fact been an episode where the characters of Bob's Burgers and Archer meet. It's the mashup you've been waiting for. In the land of animation, to voice the leads of 2 major network shows at the same time, Bob on Bob's Burgers and Archer on Archer, has to be some kind of record. 9.
Okay, literally, that episode is lit. Okay, that episode is so fucking good. Okay, it's on Archer. It's an Archer episode with the Bob's Burgers crossover in it. They need to make a Bob's Burgers episode with Archer crossed into it. Okay, then my life would be complete. All right? All right.
Bob on Bob's Burgers and Archer on Archer has to be some kind of record. 9. Fox truly has an animation domination on the TV landscape. Sure, it's not Cartoon Network, which is all cartoons all the time, or at least most of the time, unlike MTV, which is kinda music some of the time, but Fox has the heaviest hitters when it comes to cartoons with the largest TV audience. To solidify that lead in the cartoon market, Bob's Burgers characters appeared in both Family Guy and The Simpsons, respectively.
What?
The Simpsons guy both had appearances from Bob and Louise.
I didn't know
In the opening of
that.
The Simpsons episode, My Way or the Highway to Heaven, Homer enters through his garage and then finds himself inside the Belchers restaurant, giving us a new perspective within the Bob's Burgers opening credits scene. 10. Of all the connections Bob's Burgers shares with other shows, its closest link has to be
That one
with
blew
Parks
my
and
fucking
Recreation.
mind.
Hollywood is
Hold on, I gotta pause this one. I love Parks and Rec. Okay, that one fucking blew my mind, okay? Literally, The Simpsons getting thrown in there as part of the opening scene of Catching on Fire. Like, what? What? That's insane. That's so... Woo! My God, I don't even know what word to use for that because it's just like, it's mind-blowing for some reason for me. Like, it's incredible. Okay, all right, let's go. What was this about Parks and Rec?
within the Bob's Burgers opening credits scene. 10. Of all the connections Bob's Burgers shares with other shows, its closest link has to be with Parks and Recreation. Hollywood is ultimately a small town, and that people in one social and creative circle can often mingle with another. This is certainly true with Bob's Burgers and Parks and Rec, where the following actors have appeared in both shows: Aziz Ansari, H. John Benjamin, Billy Eichner, Rob Hubel, Keegan-Michael Key, Megan Mullally, Nick Offerman, Paul Rudd, Ben Schwartz, Jenny Slate, and Henry Winkler. The town of
They
Pawnee
all
gets a
like
lot of
what?
representation, as if their local government is doing some favors. Is this a corruption case? Too bad Parks and Rec is no longer on the air to explore it. 11. As
I
we
love
mentioned
Parks and
before,
Rec.
Bob's Burgers likes to shake things up a bit by having new puns for business names and exterminator trucks in the opening credits. In every episode, the burger of the day never matches what's said on screen. This is similar to the short-lived classic TV comedy Police Squad, starring Leslie Nielsen. That show, which served as the precursor to the Naked Gun series, always had a different episode title printed on screen as opposed to what was spoken aloud by the voiceover narrator.
Tonight's episode, The Guilty Alibi.
What?
Comedy is all about subverting expectations, so to create a convention and upend it is perfectly in the spirit of the show. Even the name of these burgers are punny, like the foot feta-ish burger.
Ah.
12. We all love Paul Rudd. What's not to like? The guy is hilarious, he appears in many of our favorite comedies, and he is ageless. Recently, the internet freaked out because they couldn't believe the guy was 50 years old. Wait, my God, he's 50. Oof.
What the
But perhaps
fuck?
no fan loves Rudd more than Tina Belcher herself. While he's actually appeared in the show and Parks and Rec, as we previously mentioned, Rudd gets name-dropped more often than not. When Tina did the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which was mighty nice of the show to participate in, Tina Belcher named Paul Rudd as the guy to take on the Ice Bucket Challenge next. Later, Paul Rudd came to the show to voice Tina's imaginary horse, Jericho.
Paul
13.
Rudd voices
Author and
Jericho!
cook Cole Bowden worked with the writers of the show to create the official Bob's Burgers burger book, Real Recipes for Joke Burgers, a cookbook for fans of the show and fans of fantastic burgers. Of all the writers,
Oh
Lauren
my gosh.
Bouchard, the creator of Bob's Burgers, appears name-dropped on the cover. Cole started this off as a passion project and blogged about his experiences. As a cooking enthusiast and a superfan, Cole wanted to grill up every burger that appeared on Bob's Burgers of the Day chalkboard in each episode. His blog eventually picked up traction, and he released a book about his cooking experiences.
This is
If you're
lit.
hungry and looking to spice up your burger life, this just might be the investment you need to make. 14. But it isn't all family fun and tasty food under the Bob's Burgers roof. Fans have embraced the dark side of the show's humor, and they've come up with some unofficial theories of their own. Sure, the showrunner originally pitched Bob's Burgers as a front for cannibals, but another theory goes in a different direction. Some
that
have
art
posited that
style.
Bob's family has been dead this entire time. And the series is simply Bob's way of coming to terms with his family members who have since passed on. While we doubt this is some big reveal they're saving for Bob's Burgers series finale, we may need to see a therapist. 15. There's a lot that...
I need some background on that one because, like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? How does that even come to be? Where is that from? I need some background on this one here. Like, that just does not make sense to me. How are they all dead? What the hell? Sorry, excuse me. Okay.
lot goes into this show, whether it be the pitch-perfect writing or the tone-setting animation that aptly realizes the characters and their situations. Yet it's the vocal cast that really makes these scripts sing.
Cat burglars.
We're not an improv group.
While the cast has never really performed the show on its feet in some kind of theatrical stage show, the actors have at least read their roles live on a stage for a paying audience in a kind of staged reading setting. In 2016, the cast assembled to do a live reading for Entertainment Weekly's first Pop Culture Fest. They only read one of the storylines, but it was a treat for this audience to get a preview of an episode that wouldn't air for another 6 months. 16. To keep the performances natural and the interactions organic, the Bob's Burgers cast records their scenes together. Or at least with as many cast members present as possible. The cast also rehearses together as much as possible, which is pretty rare for the fast-paced world of animation. Even though it's been said that H. John Benjamin doesn't give his scripts a look over until he's in the room working with fellow cast members. What helps is the fact that this cast is made up of improvisers and comedians, many of whom had been familiar with each other before working on Bob's Burgers. 17. Kevin Costner has appeared on Bob's Burgers, but fun fact, he wasn't voiced by Kevin Costner. Nope, the Field of Dreams star was voiced instead by star of The Natural, Michael Madsen. Madsen, a real trooper, has his low, powerful vocal tone, but it works when playing a monotonous guy's guy like Costner. The story goes that this particular Bob's Burgers episode was to feature a Reservoir Dogs parody, but another actor had been cast to play the role Michael Madsen originated on screen. Madsen, however, had coincidentally arrived at the studio for another gig. However, the writers didn't want to miss the opportunity to use Madsen, so they had him voice Kevin Costner's role in the footage of Tin Cup playing in the background of the Bob's Burgers episode.
In the voice of Tin, I was like, where the fuck is Kevin Costner in this? In the voice of Tin Cup. He didn't even voice his own voice of Tin Cup. What? Oh my god.
The Marx Brothers are a classic comedy team, and if you haven't seen any of their trend-setting films, then you're honestly missing out. Seriously, stop watching this right now and check out Duck Soup or A Night at the Opera. We'll wait. JK, we've got our own things to do. Watch them on your own time. And also, know that the Marx Brothers' influence lives on in Bob's Burgers, particularly the name of the institution that the Belcher children attend, Wagstaff Middle School. It's named after Groucho Marx's character from Horse Feathers, Professor Quincy Adams Wagstaff. The BB character Quincy goes to Huxley High School, which is named after the place where Wagstaff works. Groucho would be proud, even if he wouldn't care to belong to any club that would have him as a member. 19. Who doesn't love Jaws? Well, Jaws, probably. The title character...
I'm sorry for the scream. I'm really sorry for the scream. That shark scared the fuck out of me. I was not prepared to see a shark on my screen. Sharks are scary, okay? Sharks freak me out, okay? That didn't... I didn't expect it. I'm upset. Okay? All right.
Was just trying to live a peaceful life off the coast of a sleepy island town, when the townspeople just wouldn't let him go about his business. And then, sadly, the shark explodes before he can finally put the annoying humans to bed and move on with his life. At least the shark from Jaws gets a nice tribute in Bob's Burgers. In the episode The Deepening, a shark just so happens to be lurking beneath the restaurant. It even bursts through the floor and dents the restaurant's ice cream machine. The best part about this sequence was that Teddy was able to basically have the same interaction to this shark as Quint in his climactic death scene with Jaws. Thankfully, Teddy survived this encounter. 20. Who doesn't love Gilligan's Island? Or at least who hasn't tolerated the 60s sitcom of the 3-hour tour turned into Lost scenario? With its colorful cast of characters and stereotypical sitcom antics, its influence is still felt in Bob's Burgers, particularly when it comes to the role of the movie star Ginger. On Gilligan's Island, Ginger was played by actress Tina Louise. And while they're the least graceful and glamorous characters of the bunch, Tina and Louise Belcher were obviously named after the Ginger actress. The 3-hour tour only lasted 3 seasons in the 60s, but it lives on in Fox's animation lineup. 21.
That is so cool. That is so fucking cool the way they got Ginger. First of all, they talk about Ginger being a redhead in the show. Like, that's the thing. Ginger's a redhead. And she's played by Tina Louise. And Tina and Louise, the names, and it's Gilligan's Island. And I think they actually have, like, an episode that's, like, based off of Gilligan's Island. It's kind of like got Gilligan's Island references and, like, what? Okay, this is so good.
1. Hey, raise your hand if you love King of the Hill. King of the Hill's hit show status isn't lost on the crew of Bob's Burgers, and they referenced that animated show in this animated show that we've been spending all this time talking about. In one episode's opening, the store next to Bob's Burgers was named Propane Accessories,
Oh, yeah!
which is both a reference to Hank Hill's propane selling business and the in-show video game named Propane. 22. Never hitchhike. You never know who you'll meet, and it could have dangerous consequences. One particular robot had to learn that the hard way, and yes, we do mean robot. In 2015, an actual real-life hitchhiking robot moved from state to state thanks to the kindness of drivers. Until a stranger destroyed it in Philadelphia. In one episode of Bob's Burgers, Tina gets help from a robot when a leg injury makes it difficult for her to get to school. The kids eventually need to break the robot out of school. They're able to get past a security guard, but not before the guard tells the robot to stay out of Philadelphia. In an obscure reference to an actual hitchhiking robot with a doomed fate. 23.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Linda is voiced by a man, played by John Roberts, who originally gained fame in his YouTube videos Christmas Tree and My Son is Gay. As a bona fide YouTube sensation, Roberts' Jackie and Deborah video was his breakout hit and garnered him a Comedy Smalls Award from the UK. From there, he went on to host appearances by David Cross and Debbie Harry while balancing a stand-up career. His voice, similar to the one he uses when portraying his mother, is perfectly suited for the Belcher matriarch. 24. Bob's likeness, at least that of his nose and mustache, has been spotted elsewhere in the show by some dedicated fans. Do you know where his nose and mustache appears, other than his face? On his back, of course. A tattoo of Bob's schnoz and stash can be seen when he bends over while sitting in bed. If Bob Belcher easily tolerates the oddities of his own children, then we can easily tolerate any of his own quirks. And hey, if you're a true fan of the show, why don't you go get a tattoo of Bob's likeness yourself? 25. According to the creator Lauren Bouchard, there will be no spin-offs. This seems like a pretty drastic and definite measure for a popular show, and in the world of television, companies are always looking to make money. But Bouchard seems pretty dead set on this decision, at least for now. Until then, we'll just have to enjoy the show for what it is. So, did these 25 facts satisfy your appetite, or are you hungry for more? Stay tuned to Screen Rant so you can get more details on Bob's Burgers.
Yo, okay. This was fantastic. This was absolutely fantastic. Okay, I really enjoyed this. I want to watch more of these, okay? This blew my mind. It was fun. It was exciting. I love Bob's Burgers. This is just... Yeah, this was really fun. And, like, I swear to God, it totally... So many different things blew my fucking mind. I'm glad that they never went with this fucking animation style. It's so bad. So bad. The thing with Gilligan's Island is really, really interesting. Jaws reference, like, oh my gosh, there's so many good things about this fucking show where it's just, they're so talented. I want to meet the cast. I want to go to a live reading. Oh my God, that would be amazing. That was fire. Yes. Yep. Let me know if you want more. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed. I really, really, really enjoyed myself. Okay, it was a really great reaction, great fun time. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see more Screen Rant reactions, because I would be down for that, okay? For real. It's super fun. So, yeah, and obviously, if you do want more Screen Rant reactions, give me some ideas, too. Like, I'm into Disney, I'm into cartoons. Disney and cartoons are big. And then, like, crime stuff and, like, serial killer type information, like that, criminology, you know, like that kind of stuff. That's in my brain, too, so I don't know if Screen Rant has any of that, but, like, there's the dark and the cute, and not really much in between. So, all right, anyways, thank you so much. I hope you have the best day ever, and yeah, peace out.